Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today's going to be a spring clean and cook with me. I'm going to be tackling a lot of neglected spots in my kitchen area. I am going to come back through and do a few more in the coming days since I'm working on things since being home. So I hope this gives you guys some motivation while you're home to get some things done around the house and tackle some unfinished projects. Today's video is also sponsored by Everyplate, so thank you so much for tuning into today's video. And we're going to be cooking a little bit later on day 2 of my cleaning, but let's knock out first day 1. If you guys hear clicking in the background, please don't mind that. Me and James are sharing the office right now because he's working from home as well, so that's what that is in the background. But as far as the cleaning portion, my objective for this cleaning video is to hit up neglected spots that I don't hit regularly. So I'm not really focused on like the daily cleaning tasks, but things that I really haven't done in a while. So the first thing on my list that I wanted to do was really clean up my dining table area. I want to be cleaning the walls. I'm going to clean the table and chairs, and also just organize this whole little corner because this is the cluttered corner. So I want to make sure there's no trash back here and make sure everything's cleaned up because we soon will be moving into ant season, and we always get ants in this area, so it's going to have to become a high priority that this area stay very clean. So typically I'm not one to really clean my walls and baseboards. However, I do like to periodically make sure that I'm cleaning the hot spots of the house. So behind the dining room, you know, certain walls in the bedrooms, and then definitely like down the hallway and stuff. So I don't try to focus on cleaning all the walls for spring cleaning, but definitely the neglected spots, which are definitely my hot spots in the house. So I'm just going ahead and I sprayed these, let it sit for a little bit, and I'm wiping it down with a warm rag. We also have this rubber baseboards down here, so it makes it super simple to wipe off. It just basically glides right off the wall, but you'll see right here how disgusting it is from just splatters and the kids painting, and I don't even know what else is on this wall, to be honest with you, but it definitely needed to be scrubbed off. So I'm really glad to have this off my to-do list.
Before when I met you, I never saw, no one ever saw the way that you look now is all I know. Yeah, is all I know. So forget about the past. You and I could be lasting. This time we could be lasting. This time we could be lasting.
Also, in case you're wondering, that black crate right there is actually Connor's toy box. Our dog actually has a toy box, but yeah, he goes over there and gets his own toys out of there and stuff. And just as a reminder, I know I didn't do it in this video, but make sure you're cleaning your pets' water and food bowls too, pretty often, just because they get germs in their things as well, and you just want to keep everything sanitary.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you, like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted in blue. I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out to the world. You got me all worked up, got me spinning. I'm crazy for love, crazy for love, crazy for love.
So one of the projects that I've been putting off for a long time myself is actually removing and replacing the felt pads on the bottom of our kitchen table chairs. So I did have a whole pack of these, but the kids got into some, and then I think I used some on our bed in our room, so I didn't have enough to replace all of them. So I just went through and I cleaned all like the dog hair on the bottom of them. I was really shocked at how much dog hair was actually stuck to the felt pads on the bottom of these chairs. So check yours if you have pets for sure. But what I ended up doing was I just replaced the ones that were missing or the ones that were really bad. So I just replaced a few of them. Now, if I was doing this on the side as just a regular project on its own and not cleaning, I probably would have sanded down like the residue from the older ones, but covering it up wasn't an issue at all. It worked just as well without having to remove anything. Just make sure you remove the pads.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you,
Okay, and now on to the worst part of my cleaning. I couldn't even get this all the way clean, but I did my best and I did get pretty far with it. However, I had to spray it a few times and let it sit. It's going to take me some time to clean this because it took a lot of woman power scrubbing this, but I think I'll get it eventually. But parts of it will never be the same again. My beautiful microwave is ruined. Jordan actually did that to the microwave. She burnt some popcorn in there. I don't even know how it happened. I think it was like a bad bag of popcorn or something, but it completely ruined the microwave. But it still works, and I'm just going to do my best to get it clean and roll with it for now. Another thing on my list of to-dos is to organize the cabinets and stuff. Now, I didn't get them all done in this video. I will include them in upcoming videos. I'm trying to knock those out as fast as I can. But I did do a couple of cabinets today, so that felt good as well. This is definitely a task I only do pretty much like once or twice a year. I don't really go in and organize my cabinets too much because we pretty much got rid of everything that we don't need at this point. So it was really more just about maintaining the function of how things are. I did end up moving some things around so things were more easily accessed, and I put the less accessed things in different spaces. But overall, they're pretty functional. But if you're doing this for the first time, or you haven't done it in a while, I definitely recommend decluttering your items as well while you're organizing them, so that way you can just get rid of the things that you really don't need and just make life a lot simpler because you'll have less to move around and manage. And don't forget about your toasters, everybody. Make sure that you're trying to empty out some of the crumbs inside of there and clean up your little crumb trays. Empty them out, give them a good wash, so that way you can, secure a little bit more longevity in your appliance.
Isn't this the good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes. Round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute. Taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes. Swinging down in life, Breathing out everybody's business. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? I think I'm the wrong size. Not enough room for everybody's egos. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? On and on it goes, round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute, taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes, swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out air for a minute, yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here, make everything disappear? Can play my favorite song, put your rose-colored glasses on.
Thank you again to Everyplate for sponsoring today's video. So this week's meal options that I got was black bean quesadillas, herb butter steak, and then I also got a chicken leg meal, but we already cooked that one. But in today's video, I'm going to be cooking the herb and butter steak meal. Everyplate delivery is a great additional meal resource, especially because food options are limited for some of us in certain areas right now, just due to overbuying and, you know, everyone's stocking up just to stay in because we're all stuck inside. So be sure to screenshot this code right here, momlikely3, and you can get 3 weeks of meals for $2.99 per serving. So they're definitely like one of the most affordable delivery options there are out there, and you'll be able to get some fresh produce and proteins to your door, and you won't even have to go out and shop, which you guys know I love. I haven't even left the house in over a week now because I get my grocery delivery, and then also additionally I've been getting Everyplate meal delivery service. Now Everyplate has meals for family sizes of 2 and 4, but remember, it's a great option if you just need an additional food source anytime, especially right now, you know, just during these circumstances. Let me give you a quick cooking tip while you're making something that has to do with garlic. If you just peel off the little coverings, or whatever you want to call it, and you put them in a bowl, stick it in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds, and then once it comes out, the oils kind of leach out a little bit from the garlic, so it makes removing them from their coverings so much more simpler. So just give them a quick little pat, and then you'll be able to wiggle them out a lot more simpler for chopping or adding to sauces and cooking. So our current status right now is we're both working from home, so it was nice to get him in the kitchen with me and help, because typically he wouldn't even be home while I'm cooking, so that was a nice little change, something that we could do together. So obviously prior to chopping and cutting everything was washed and strained before we started, so the next step is to just chop everything up and get ready for baking and frying the meat. So I ended up overheating my butter a little bit too much and I melted it down, but it worked out perfectly because in the end everything got blended together and it was solidified again once everything was done, so it was perfect for serving time. So now that everything's chopped up, I'm going to preheat the oven to 450 degrees, and I'm going to go ahead and get my vegetables ready for baking or roasting. I found that by using only one pan and putting the broccoli on top of each other, it kept the broccoli more moist. So if you like a more roasted texture, definitely spread it out more, but if you like it more moist and cooked, then definitely keep it closer together. So I seasoned my veggies with some salt, and then I popped them in the oven for 20 minutes. And so this is pretty standard if you want to roast the majority of vegetables, 450 for 20 minutes. Next up, you want to towel blot the meat. So I just laid it out on some paper towel, and then I placed another one on top just to pat it up and get it a little bit dried. Then I'm going to add in a few little twists of salt to it before frying. Now this was optional to the recipe, but I did make sure that I went in and kind of moved around my veggies just because I did have them spaced closely together. And now moving on, I'm getting ready to prepare the pan to fry up the steak. Something I learned here is that it's best to fry with the vegetable oil, which I didn't really know before. Typically in the past I just fried with butter because I don't fry very many foods, so now I definitely know how to make a better pan seared steak. So I let the oil heat up in the pan for a few minutes on medium-high heat, and then once I felt that it was hot, I went ahead and added the meat to this. And then depending on how you like your steak, it recommends that you cook each piece of meat for 5 minutes on each side, and that's about perfect for us because we like it a little bit pink or red in the middle. We don't like it all the way well done, but if you do, I definitely recommend 6 to 7 minutes on each side. Okay, and now everything's done. So in as little as 30 minutes, I was able to whip us up a dinner. Definitely grateful to have a warm meal in our bellies right now. And so we're just gonna go ahead and get this plated, and then I'll show you the end result. So thank you again to Everyplate for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to click the link in the description box down below so you can get your discounted meals as well. Alrighty, so let's jump right back into our cleaning tasks. So one of the things that I did in a late evening this week actually was reorganize my cabinet right here. However, I found it was really messy inside, so I decided to go ahead and clean it out and then put everything back in. And so since I keep my most used like dry goods in this cabinet and spices and stuff, a lot of rotation does happen throughout the year. However, I do only clean out the inside of the cabinets once a year during spring, but I do recommend that if you spend a little less time in your cabinets or you have more things in them, please do go through them, get any old and expired things out, and also declutter any like extra dishes and appliances and just extra junk that you might have in your cabinets.
It's not under neon bright lights when I see you dancing on the Polaroids. Just wanna have a good time, don't you? It all goes low, low, low. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. It's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Dressed in cigarette smoke, is it the print you wanna leave behind? Get all those cold eyes cold looking, but say it bye, bye, bye.
So one of the common ways that I like to organize around the house is utilizing Dollar Tree organization. So I get these containers from Dollar Tree for $1 a piece. Some Dollar Trees even have the white lids now if that fits more into your decor. However, I just have one solid blue ones. They all match and it's fine. Now you can label these if you would like to. I need to add new labels because I ran out of these ones, but I did get new ones. They just need to be switched around. However, I did organize this whole pantry section for around $11. So the two little white stands were each $1 each. The two little white buckets you see, they come in a pack 3 for $1, and then I paid $1 for each container that you see in the middle there. So these are a really great option. They also have taller ones if you want to store noodles and stuff. They're not as efficient as if they were square, but because I have this really odd space right here, they actually fit perfectly into there, and I was able to fit 8 of them, so I just went with it. But I do have them stocked up now from grocery shopping. I have one with like brown sugar, flour, tea, coffee, hot chocolate, and then newly added is the rice. So this is just a great way that I can try to, you know, have all the dry goods upstairs with me, and then, you know, not have them completely overtake my pantry section. Alrighty guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me today to spring clean in the kitchen and cook with me. Also, thank you guys so much for 38K here. I appreciate all of you. Be sure to follow me over on Instagram and Facebook if you aren't already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.